Thank you all. Please be seated. Yes, you too, Mr. Klassen, please be seated. Welcome all to the last community chapel of the year. Did you realize that this is the last one? I know, it's sad. Anyways, we're not going to be sad. We're going to have a really wonderful time this morning. We are in part celebrating, of course, the children in our midst, in our community. And I know there's a fine line between what a child is and what a Shawnigan student is, and sometimes that line is very blurry. Sometimes it doesn't exist at all. But of course, our children are those who haven't entered Shawnigan as students yet. And there's lots of them. And we're so happy to have them. And I just see, as they come down the aisle, your reaction. And, you know, a story that Simon Bruce Lockhart told me just a week or so ago. He said that he was here for chapel, and there was a parent here, and his little 5-year-old girl ran up the aisle and was being really, well, like a 5-year-old child. And the students kind of smiled and enjoyed it. And the parent at the end said, I'm going to send my son here to school. And Bruce said, oh, because you like the chapel? And he said, no, because of the way your students reacted to your daughter. It was so lovely to see them and to see that connection and that relationship. And so it's really one of the really special things that we have here at Shawnigan is that we are really a family. And the children who are not yet students are so much a part of our family. And we enjoy them so much. So we're going to celebrate that today. And I'm going to invite Reese Acorn to come forward. And she's going to read a very special story for us. And you guys should be able to see this.
Just setting up the story. Are we good to go? Okay, awesome. So this is Chicken Little, a cautionary tale. One day, a few years ago, Chicken Little caused quite a panic. This is what happened. Chicken Little was leaving for school on a sunny, happy morning when an acorn fell from a tree and landed on his head. Panic! Chicken Little got scared. The sky is falling, he thought. The sky is falling! The sky is falling! Chicken Little screamed as he ran. Henny Penny was walking to school when she heard the news. Panic! She was really scared, so she ran with her friend. Say it with me. The sky is falling! The sky is falling! Chicken Little and Henny Penny screamed as they ran. Turkey Lurkey was waiting for the school bus when he heard the news. Panic! He was really scared, so he ran with his friends. The sky is falling! The sky is falling! Chicken Little, Henny Penny, and Turkey Lurkey screamed as they ran. Dizzy Ducky was skateboarding to school when she heard the news. Panic. She was really scared, so she ran with her friends. The sky is falling! The sky is falling! Chicken Little, Henny Penny, Turkey Lurkey, and Dizzy Ducky screamed as they ran. Foxy Loxy was sitting outside of his cave, feeling hungry when he heard the news. Opportunity. He wasn't scared, but he was hungry. Run in here, he screamed, and that is just what the friends did. Now I've got you. Feed me, shouted Foxy Loxy as he slammed the door. Oh my God. Stuck inside the cave, the friends began to think. Then they began to talk. Then they began to figure out what had started the panic. Then they felt silly. We need to get out of here, said Chicken Little. Now, instead of being scared, Chicken Little felt brave. All of his friends followed Chicken Little as he snuck out of the cave and into the sunshine. Then they ran off to school. Life is good, Chicken Little, Henny Penny, Turkey Lurkey, and Dizzy Ducky screamed as they ran. And from that day forward, Chicken Little, Henny Penny, Turkey Lurkey, and Dizzy Ducky did not get scared so easily. They did not panic. They knew that being brave and staying cool was way more fun. The end.
That was awesome. So, I have a friend here who's going to come out here. Oh, there she is. I don't know if any of you remember Lamb Chop. She's been around sometimes. She's very shy, and she's a little scared. It's okay. It's all right. She'll settle down in a minute. She's very shy, so she'll whisper to me. But she had some questions this morning, so I was going to ask, and anybody really can answer. Oh, she wants to know, who's brave? Who feels like they're brave people? Raise your hand if you feel like you're brave. Yeah. Yeah. Some of you are, some of you aren't. She says, how many of you ever get scared? Almost everyone, yeah. Do you see that? Oh yeah, she says she gets scared a lot. So who wants to say something that makes them scared? Yes. The dark. Oh. Yeah, you too? Yeah. Mm-hmm. What else makes you scared? Final exams, terrifying. Absolutely. Spiders. Yes. Of moths? What? Oh, what makes you? Fog. Oh, fog and monsters. Yes, back here. People are afraid of weird things, yes. Oh, the boogeyman, yes. Okay. So lots of things to be afraid of. And what makes you feel better when you get scared? Yeah, I know what makes you feel better. Well, what I want to see what makes them feel better. What makes you feel better? Your stuffies and blankies? Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Anybody else? Anybody else have a stuffy and a blankie that helps them when they get scared? Look at that. You see that? Yeah. Good. Good. When I got married, Mrs. Rev said, there's two of us in this, you're Mary. And I said, oh yeah. She goes, me and Pilly. She had a little Pilly that she's had since she's a little girl, and she still has Pilly. So, right? Yeah, you remember. So what was Chicken Little afraid of? The sky was falling. Do you ever feel like the sky is falling these days? Anybody? Yeah. It's really not, but it certainly feels like it is. And what made her feel better? What was it that? Her friends. That's what made her feel brave in the end. And that's what helped her to outfox Foxy Loxy, right? Is that their friends got together. And, you know, that's what it's all about, right? It's friends. When it comes down to it, it's really the most important thing. And that's true for all of us. It's true for every person here, whatever age we are. So one of the things I would say, another little story, and I'm going to embarrass Mr. Holland. Where is he? Over there. Because sometimes if you're little, certain things make you afraid, and the bigger people don't always know or understand that things are scary. So the thing is, you should tell people when you're afraid. And when Mr. Holland was about your age, about 12? 5, I would sometimes growl at him and his brother to make them go to sleep. Like, "Argh!" And I thought I was being funny, but one day, Mr. Holland said to me, you know, Papa, that's really scary. That is really scary. That is not funny. I really don't like that. And I was so grateful that he told me, and I never growled at them again. And to this day, I think I feel a little bad about it, but I just didn't know. So we all get afraid. Can you be brave and afraid at the same time? Absolutely. That's how I think most of us feel most of the time, right? What do you think? No, she says she's always afraid. She doesn't feel like she's brave, but she is brave. She is a brave little lamb chop. So it's important to be brave when you're afraid, and it's okay to be afraid, but really in the end, what it all comes down to is friendship. And we saw that with Chicken Little. Okay, so that's enough. Do you think it's enough? Oh, she says it's more than enough, that I should shut up. And I'm going to invite, who's doing the prayers this morning? Yes. Come up, and you're going to lead us in prayers. And do you have them? Yes, you do. Okay, great. Thank you.
We take a moment to think about those in need. Today, we especially remember children throughout the world. Please respond to the bidding, Lord, in your mercy, with hear our prayer. We pray for peace in the world and for children who live in war-torn areas, for their health and safety. Lord, in your mercy. We pray for children who live in poor conditions, especially those who are living in refugee camps. Lord, in your mercy. We pray for children in our families and communities. We especially pray for children here today and those who couldn't be here, who are part of the Shanigan community. Lord, in your mercy. We pray for our grade 12s, the class of 2022, in gratitude for their leadership and for all the gifts they share with us throughout the year. Lord, in your mercy. We pray for ourselves, for joy, playfulness, creativity, and spontaneity. Lord, in your mercy. We take a brief moment to consider any other needs in our hearts. Lord, in your mercy.
Thank you. Beautifully read. Thank you for that. So just a couple more things that I wanted to say that Lamb Chop reminded me of. The question is, what do the little kids want the big kids to know? Really? What do you want the big kids to know? Yeah. To not be scary or to not be scared? Yeah, to not be scared. There's a few things the little guys would like you to know. One is make sure that you are aware of them. They're around, and they sometimes we kind of run around and don't notice them necessarily. And so I think you guys are pretty good at that. But they'd like you to know that when they're around, you should behave in a very in an excellent way, because they're watching you all the time. Aren't you watching all the big kids all the time? Pretty much. Not all the time, but often. So that your language and your behavior is really impeccable when the little kids are around. And that's really important. And what do you want the little kids to know? Big kids. That you want them to sit on your lap. What else do you... Well, we'll see what we can arrange. What else do you want them to know? What do you want the little kids to know, big kids? They're loved. And so I thought, I know that's what you want to say. So I thought the big kids could give the little kids a big round of applause and make some noise to let them know how much we love them. Awesome. And James, I'm going to ask James to come up, and he's going to lead us in a little song. And if the kids want to come up, you can come up and join in this song. Do you want to come up? Come on up here. James, join James up here.
Morning, everyone. My name is James, grade 12 student from Coatman's. Hey guys, I'm here with Charlie and Gracie. And I used to be one of these guys sitting up here, so I was asked to lead these guys. We're gonna teach a little song for you guys this morning. Do you guys know This Little Light of Mine? You guys know it? You guys want to help me teach them? You have it at school. It's crazy. Are you good at it? Do you know it? Do you want to help me teach it? Okay, I know some of you guys know it as well. So if you want to, we're going to sing the first verse, get them taught up, and then we'll see where we go after that. You ready? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, it's beautiful. So I invite the rest of the kids to come up if you want. We're gonna let the light shine. We're gonna do a little walk around, 3 verses, this little light of mine, everywhere I go in this little light of mine, and we're gonna do a little tour. You guys wanna come? Okay, let's go. You guys wanna come? Let's go give everyone fist bumps, come on. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
You can sit down. There's a spider up here, so don't be scared. The kids aren't scared. L. Lucas is going to sing for us, a kind of a surprise this morning. So come on up.
Where's the spider? Good job. Now we know who's not afraid of spiders. All right. Is the mic on? Yeah. I just quiet. All right.
So I guess the big kids, we're getting a little grown up now. Grade 12s, this is our last big chapel. So this song is kind of dedicated to us growing up, moving into the big world. Yeah, so I'm singing 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets the traffic starts jumping, and folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. They let you dream just to watch him shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams he'll never take away. You're in the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, they got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you think about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it. You spend your life putting money in his wallet. 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, yeah, they got you where they want you. There's a better life, and you think about it, don't you? It's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it. You spend your life putting money in his wallet. 9 to 5.
Well, Elle, thank you so much. Strangely appropriate, that song, for this. I don't know what happened there, but that was beautiful. Thank you. It lived up to all its promise. Thank you. That was great. So that's kind of it. One question I have. How many of you have been the children up in the front? Stand up if you've just... yeah. That's right. I remember you guys. Yeah. So look at all these people that were where you are a couple of years ago. Now some of them are graduating. Some of them are in grade 8. Okay. Thanks, guys. Well, thank you all. I really appreciate all the hard work that went into this and all the people that helped make it happen. So thank you. Thank you all you're all such good sports. It's always fun. And have a great week and enjoy your final exams. Don't be too scared of them. And we're going to end with the school hymn, number 1, There's a Voice in the Wilderness. Please stand.
Thank you. Please be seated. We invite staff and any other staff kids to leave. Thank you.